A shocking tragedy has struck in central London where one of Prince William's close friends had plunged and fallen to his death. Hey guys, it's Murad Murali. Hopefully you guys are all doing well today. Daily and consistent content. Do subscribe to the channel and let's get straight into this shocking news that was released today. A renowned socialite who was great and close friends with Prince William and Kate Middleton and also appeared in numerous TV shows has unfortunately suddenly died after falling from the roof of a hotel in central London. Ben Duncan was his name, and he was at St Andrews University with the royal couple when they first started dating and was also part of the inner circle of William. The 45-year-old died late on Thursday after falling 7 floors around 100 feet from the rooftop bar of London's fashionable Trafalgar St James Hotel, where rooms can cost up to £1,000 a night. He was found dead after officers from the Met Police were dispatched to investigate reports of a man on the roof of the luxury 5-star hotel. A spokesperson told the Daily Mail officers responded to concerns for a man on the roof of a building in Cockspur Street, Westminster at 10:02 hours on Thursday, 30th of October. The man sadly fell from height. Despite the best efforts from the London Ambulance Service, he was sadly pronounced dead at the scene. His death is being seen as extremely unexpected, but they're not treating it as suspicious. Ben's body is understood to have been found in Spring Gardens, which is just off Trafalgar Square, having fallen from the roof of the 7-story building. As well as the royals, Ben was just generally connected to a wide network of friends and political people. Broadcaster Mike Hollingsworth wrote, "My dear friend Benjamin Ben Duncan has left us. He lived life as Peter Pan, the boy who never grew up. He will be sorely missed by his many friends." So this man, clearly had a close connection with Prince William and Kate Middleton, becoming one of the first to know about their budding relationship. Speaking in 2010, he said, "Because we had Will and Kate in our midst, we had royal protection officers swarming the place. We knew that they had hit it off and we knew that something was happening, but they were just left alone to get on with it." He was present at the much cited moment when Kate dazzled as a model as well at a university fashion show, and he was part of the inner circle of Prince William. So, he passed away suddenly just falling from a rooftop bar. He plunged and fell. I don't know if this was an accident or if there was somebody there on that roof that perhaps could have either given him something, made him a bit more, loopy, or perhaps pushed, which I think is a bit of a stretch because we don't know that. There would have been perhaps some kind of footage or, facts of the police stating that, but rather officers said that this man sadly fell from height. And that whilst his death is unexpected, it's treated as non-suspicious. So it is quite sad. And I know that not only would it be sad for William and Kate, but William and Kate would just find it frustrating that their names are being linked to this. That, once you put this in the search engine, you would see that the passing of this man, which is quite unexpected and to me suspicious, is now linked to William and Kate because he was part of William's inner circle and now it looks like he's been eliminated. And people are going to assume that is there a connect or alibi behind this, or was this man just someone who, quite young, to be honest with you, in the early 40s, just suddenly fell from that height? But also, how would you fall from that height at this famous hotel? Surely there would have been protection on that roof to prevent anybody from falling because it's a famous hotel. You spend £1,000 a night there. So it's a very random story, I would say. My condolences to him and his family. And of course, William and Kate would probably be upset that this has happened, or for lack of better words, we just simply don't know. But he was part of William's inner circle. This is what Daily Mail is confirming. And now he suddenly has just fallen from a roof. And literally, as soon as he hit the pavement, he was completely unalived. So a pretty damning story indeed that was broken today and has definitely got the royal circles talking. Now, tonight at 8 p.m. UK GMT time, it has been announced that there are going to be unreleased footages of Virginia Giuffre's interview that is going to be released in discussion of Prince Andrew. This is damning news that has been announced, and I am very shocked that this is happening and that it's going to be released so quickly. Previously unseen footage from an interview with Virginia in 2019 will be aired tonight. In the interview, which featured on BBC Panorama, the late Miss Giuffre told the story of how she met Andrew. He knows what happened, I know what happened, and there's only one of us telling the truth. Andrew has denied all allegations. So this, I believe, the segments from the interviews that are unseen will be airing tonight at 8 p.m. on Tuesday on BBC One. So now we're going to find out what Virginia is going to be saying, you know, what had been left out, what was purposely cut off. I thought this was the interview that the Buckingham Palace tried to stop, but no, that's an entire different interview, which is unaired footage that is locked away somewhere that I think is going to be released now. Because now Buckingham Palace don't need to protect Andrew. They don't need to prevent any other footage coming out because that man has his royal title stripped. He's basically been officially kicked out. And King Charles even wants other titles of his to be removed as well. It's being reported today. But I'm very keen to see now what this Virginia Giuffre interview is going to be about Prince Andrew. What are the other parts that were specifically cut out that are going to be brand new information? This is brand new pressure on Andrew. This is just the never-ending scandal of Epstein and Virginia that is always going to haunt this man. What do you mean new footage is coming out of Virginia speaking about him? She just released a book on him 3-4 weeks ago. She mysteriously passed away and also publicly said that she doesn't feel like she wants to take her own life. And now there's also locked footage from Buckingham Palace of this new interview that also could be coming out in the near future. Andrew is continuously and eternally suffering for his actions, but I don't think that this suffering actually is him suffering. Unfortunately, this man, as a consequence of his action, should not be kicked out of the Royal Lodge and then basically move into another palace. I think that's completely unfair. I'm so sorry. This man should be moving into a damn shack. This man should be able to look after himself. But unfortunately, royals will always still kind of protect themselves. All of this banishing him and, you know, removing his titles, to me, is just a public move to appease the aggressive, angry British crowd who are very upset. We all are. We've always been upset about this whole situation with Andrew. This is what I think that this is, just a public appeasing, because he's still going to be protected. He's still going to be living in a big fancy house, and, you know, you can do whatever the hell he wants. And Ferguson will be somewhere else in a different house. They're probably both wanting separate houses because their relationship, whatever it was, has now completely burned down because they can't benefit from each other. Yeah, sorry, just a little rant that I wanted to end this video on because I just feel like this Andrew stuff isn't really him facing any form of accountability. Who gives a damn about these damn titles, for goodness sake? There should be some real accountability, and it's not you moving from one mansion to another. Anyways, let me know your thoughts are, guys, when it comes to this video. Do subscribe to the channel, comment down below, give this video a thumbs up. I would appreciate it. Another royal video. I'm firing these out to you guys, so please click that button. It goes a long way, doesn't cost you anything, it takes 1 second. Send us super thanks if you guys wish to. A tip, there's a $sign there on the bottom of the video. You can send whatever you want. I get notified whenever somebody does, and I do appreciate it. What are your thoughts on this new footage? Do you think it's going to be, you know, containing something crazy? Apparently the footage, well, the interview is about to be aired in half an hour here, so by the time this video comes out, I'm pretty sure the footage will be released, and therefore the comments will be even more intense. Subscribe, and I'll catch you guys soon for another video.